Long ago, on the edge of a dark forest, lived a poor woodcutter and his two children, Hansel and Gretel. Food was scarce, and every night the children went to sleep with empty stomachs, holding on to hope and each other.
My tummy hurts, Hansel, but if I sleep, maybe I won't feel it anymore.
One morning, their father led Hansel and Gretel deep into the forest. After making a small fire, they quietly slipped away, leaving the children alone among the towering trees.
Where's Papa?
I don't know.
Though Hansel tried to mark the way home, the birds ate the crumbs. As night fell, the forest grew colder, and the children realized they were truly lost.
We are lost.
I think you're right.
And now it's getting cold.
I'm freezing.
At sunrise, the children stumbled upon a house made of bread, cake, and sugar. Hungry beyond measure, they began to eat, unaware of the danger watching them. Suddenly, an old woman stepped out, smiling sweetly. But behind her kindness hid a wicked witch who trapped children for her dark hunger.
Why don't you both come inside? You will have surprise.
A surprise? Really? Oh, let's go.
It is cold. Come closer to the fireplace.
The witch locked Hansel in a cage and forced Gretel to work. Each day she planned to cook Hansel, but he cleverly tricked her by offering a bone instead of his
Come
finger.
closer, little one.
No, get away from me.
You can't hide in there forever.
At last, the witch went to check the oven. Thinking quickly, Gretel pushed the witch inside and slammed the door shut. Free at last, the children found jewels and gold in the witch's house. With hearts full of hope, they followed a path home.
Look at all these sparkles. Wow, it's like a dream.
At home, their father welcomed them with tears of joy. From that day on, they never knew hunger again, and Hansel and Gretel lived safely together forever.
Every ending opens the door to another magical adventure.
Jack lived with his mother in a small cottage. They were very poor, and one day they had nothing left to eat except the milk from their old cow. Jack's mother told him to take the cow to market and sell it for a good price. On the way, Jack met a strange little man who offered him 5 shiny magic beans in exchange for the cow. Jack agreed happily and ran back home. But his mother was furious. She threw the beans out the window. That night, something unbelievable happened. By morning, a gigantic beanstalk had grown outside their house, reaching high into the clouds. Jack bravely climbed it and found a huge castle belonging to a giant who thundered, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." Jack hid and saw the giant had a golden harp, a hen that laid golden eggs, and bags of treasure. Jack waited until the giant fell asleep. Then he grabbed the hen and the harp and rushed back down the beanstalk. The giant woke up and chased him. Jack shouted to his mother for an axe. He chopped the beanstalk just in time. The giant fell and the beanstalk collapsed. From then on, Jack and his mother lived happily with the hen that laid golden eggs.
Sometimes the greatest treasure isn't found in the sky, but within the heart.
Upon a time, in a quiet forest village, there lived a humble woodcutter who owned only one thing of great value, his old but trusted iron axe. Every morning, he walked deep into the woods, humming happily while cutting wood to earn his day's bread. One day, while chopping trees near a sparkling river, his foot slipped. Splash! His precious axe fell into the deep water. The woodcutter sat down on the riverbank and cried. That axe was my only livelihood. How will I feed my family now? Hearing his sorrow, a gentle river spirit rose from the water. She held a shining golden axe and asked, "Is this your axe, good man?" The woodcutter shook his head. "No, that is not mine." The spirit dipped again and came back with a silver axe. "Is this the one you lost?" Again he replied, "No, that also is not mine." For the third time, she brought out his old, rusty iron axe. At once the woodcutter smiled brightly. "Yes, that is my axe." The river spirit was so pleased by his honesty that she gifted him all 3 axes, the gold, the silver, and his own iron one. When he returned to the village, people asked, "How did you become so rich?" He simply said, "Honesty brings blessings that strength alone cannot win." And from that day on, the woodcutter lived happily, his heart shining brighter than gold. Moral: honesty is always rewarded in the end.
And with a little kindness, even the sweetest surprises can come to life.
One morning, the gingerbread boy popped out of the oven, warm and golden, with icing as bright as the sun. He danced on the kitchen counter, laughing and singing, "What a perfect day to run and play!" As he skipped past the cookie jar, he saw a little cupcake sitting alone, her frosting drooping sadly. "Why so glum?" asked the gingerbread boy. "No one ever picks me," sighed the cupcake. "Everyone only wants cookies." The gingerbread boy thought for a moment. Instead of running off on another adventure, he stayed and decorated the cupcake with colorful sprinkles. Then he called everyone in the kitchen, shouting, "Look how beautiful my friend is!" Soon, all the treats gathered around, admiring the cupcake's sparkle. She smiled brightly for the first time. That day, the gingerbread boy realized something special. It's even sweeter to make others happy. Moral: true joy comes not from showing off, but from spreading kindness and making others feel special.
But the greatest magic was still waiting to be discovered.
At the edge of a happy little village, there lived a kind child named Elin. Elin's house was special because it stood right next to the forest. The forest was full of tall trees, soft moss, and tiny night sounds. During the day, birds sang there. At night, the trees whispered gentle secrets to the stars. Every evening, just before bedtime, Elin saw something wonderful. Deep inside the forest, a small, glowing lantern appeared. It shone softly like a sleepy star. It didn't flicker or move. It simply waited. Elin asked everyone in the village, "Do you see the lantern in the forest?" But the baker smiled and said, "Only fireflies." The shopkeeper laughed, "Probably moonlight." Even Elin's aunt said, "Time for bed, little dreamer." But Elin knew the lantern was real. One calm evening, when the moon was round and bright, Elin picked up a small lantern of their own and walked slowly toward the forest path. "I'll be careful," Elin whispered. The forest felt friendly. Crickets sang lullabies, and the leaves danced softly in the breeze. The path glowed under the moon, guiding Elin forward. Soon, Elin reached the glowing lantern. Under it stood a tiny, cozy figure wearing a patchy cloak and a big smile. "Hello, Elin," said the figure gently. Elin blinked. "You know my name?" "Of course," the figure said. "I am the night helper. I take care of lost bedtime moments." "Lost moments?" Elin asked. The night helper lifted the lantern. Inside were tiny glowing pictures, laughter, warm hugs, favorite songs, and happy thoughts. "Sometimes," said the night helper, "children fall asleep before their happy thoughts finish. These little moments wander away. I help them find their way back." Elin's eyes sparkled. "Can I help too?" The night helper nodded happily. "That's why you can see the lantern." Together, they walked through the forest. At each stop, the night helper opened the lantern and let a glowing moment float away. One drifted into a nearby house, bringing a child a sweet dream. Another floated into the sky, becoming a twinkling star. Another curled up like a kitten, ready for bedtime. With each glowing moment, the forest grew quieter and cozier. At last, the lantern was empty. "Well done, Elin," said the night helper. "You have a gentle heart." "But what about you? Who will help now?" The night helper placed the lantern into Elin's hands. "Now you will, just by being kind and ending each day with happy thoughts." In a blink, Elin was back at the edge of the village, holding the warm lantern. From that night on, something magical happened. Children slept better. Dreams felt brighter. Even the forest seemed to smile. Every night before bed, Elin placed the lantern by the window and thought of kind moments from the day. And when sleep came, it came softly, like a warm blanket and a gentle good night. And the dreams always knew the way home.
Thank you for joining us on this magical journey. Another unforgettable adventure awaits in our next fairy tale.